are listening to pause. We pause for a second or two. This is episode 65, Physical Source of Emotion. Emotions, how we feel about things, how we perceive things, what we find as true. Emotions have a physical aspect to them. Every time we feel something, every time we experience something, it has a source, a physical source in our bodies. Today's episode is about one of our 5 universal skills. The universal skills are skills we can create out of 5 characteristics that are present in every emotional situation. So at every moment we can focus our attention on any of the 5 universal skills. They are always there. Today's episode is about one of those 5 universal skills, the one called body. And like we have just stated, every emotion that we may have, every experience that we may have, has a physical source in our bodies. Today's episode is about one aspect of universal skill body. We can use body in a number of different ways. And today we will speak about how we can sort of look for our physical source of whatever experience we might be having. So if you want, you can, for this episode, try to sit down as comfortably as you can, or you can lie down, preferably on a carpet. We want kind of a firm, almost hard ground to lay on. because it will make today's episode more easy to grasp. So today we will look into how we can get in touch with the physical source of our experience here and now. It's not really meditation. It's more of a focus exercise. It's more of a knowing what to look for. And that's what we will do now. So you are there on your carpet or on your couch or in your chair. And right now, as you are listening to me, you have some sort of experience. Listening to me, sitting where you're sitting, or lying where you are lying, you have some sort of feeling about this right now. And I think we will start with this sort of a metaphor to make it easier to grasp. Imagine that you are entering a cafe. And as you enter this cafe, there are some people there, maybe 10 to 15 people. And each person has their own thing going. And you can sort of get a sense of what each person is about in this moment, in this cafe that you just entered. But often, maybe all the time, often as you enter this cafe, there will likely be one person or a couple of persons standing out just a little more to you. There will always be some person who in this moment just stands out a little extra. There's something about them that just, there's something here. Not sure what, maybe, but there's something making this particular person stand out. And so it piques your curiosity. There's something appealing to you, or something speaking to you, or something triggering you. There's something going on there that needs your attention in some way. As you are lying right now on your carpet listening to me, or sitting in your chair or sofa, you will have a number of different physical experiences in your body. There will be some places that ache. There will be some places that are tense. There will be some places that are tired. There will be some places that feel cold. There will be some places in your body that feel hot. There will be some places that feel like they are full of movement, motion, like they are spinning or twisting. There will be some places in your body right now that feel like they are full of pressure. And just like our metaphor, when we entered the cafe, there were a number of people there. In just the same way, there are a number of different experiences in your body, physical sources in your body right now. And again, just like in our metaphor with the cafe, chances are high that one source in your body is just standing out a little more than the rest to you. Some source in your body will just feel more pressing or urgent or filled with truth. And now we will pause, because now we are standing on this sort of threshold, this very key threshold. So now, before you go further, you will just remember this exact moment, this exact feeling. We pause now, so you can just remember this feeling when you have identified the most relevant physical source in your body in this exact moment. And we are not doing anything. We are simply acknowledging that in this moment we have identified the most relevant physical source for our emotional experience right here and now. So stay here for a while. We pause for a second or two. Now, as we have identified the most relevant physical source for our experience right now, now we will take a moment to just deliberate a little, make some sort of judgment of what we want to do next. At this point, it is easy to get overexcited or to press on too much too fast. As we have identified the relevant physical source for our emotional experience, it is easy to just dive in, to just let go and just dive into this physical source, this area in your body. But before we do anything at all, we will just take a moment to make some sort of first diagnostics or first judgment or first judgment call. So the physical source you have identified, now you can ask yourself just how difficult does it feel? Does it feel like, let's use numbers, why not? Does it feel like a 10, extremely difficult, like unbearably difficult? Does it feel pleasant? Maybe a 3, just quite nice? Or does it feel somewhat challenging, like a 7? And you don't have to put numbers on this, but just before you go any further, when you have identified the physical source of your experience right now, we always do this sort of judgment. How difficult it feels. And how difficult it feels tells us how much we can do right here, right now. How much, how high we can set our bar or our ambitions for this particular experience. So if your physical source feels very difficult, like a 9 or 10, you can just stop doing your focus exercise right now. You can just move on. The point is not to overexert ourselves. The point is not to prove anything. The point is to get to know ourselves. The point is to create this sort of mastery or craftsmanship, like an emotional craftsmanship. So if it's a 9 or 10 for you, you can just stop this right now. There's no need, really. But if your feeling is somewhere up to a 7 or 8 maybe, if you're feeling bold, then you can try to just stay with the physical source for a while. Just stay there and pause for a while. And as we are doing this, as we are pausing with our physical source, it will always tell us things. It will make us think. There will be thoughts popping up that might surprise us or just feels very tangible to us. There might be some sort of images popping up, or some memory, maybe some sort of desire that we harbor, or some kind of disappointment, maybe a fear of sorts, or maybe some sense of us lacking something. All of these. And your experience right now, your emotions right now, listening to me and doing this exercise of a universal skill body. Much of your experience right now is related to the physical source you have just identified and spent some time with. And the point of all of this is that we get to know ourselves. The point of a universal skill body is that if we do it in an advised way, we will make more and more connections between our experience of life and our bodies. And the more we want to spend time in our bodies, the more real life will feel. And when life feels real, our decision making becomes more personal. And ultimately, our life becomes more of our life, not someone else's. That's what our bodies are there for, to make our lives feel like they're ours. So, as we do this exercise, we do it just for a little while, not too long. We don't lie there for hours. It's not good. We will just overwhelm ourselves. So we do it, a minute, 2. You don't have to do any more than that. The point is to go little by little and let it take time to familiarize yourself with the connection between your experiences and your body and how these two feed one another. That's it for today. Thank you.